Hi guys, this is my first video regarding SSC CGL and I have given my exam on 15 September, third shift, and I wanted to share some like my experience on this exam. I am a 2025 graduate in BTech Computer Science. I have completed my BTech in May 2025, and after that I have joined a company like not a software engineering role but for the uh, like tutor role to learn explaining things that are required for the interview and also that is a long story. I will leave it, but the thing is, after May, I have I decided to give a government exam because I my experience with that startup was not good, and I decided that why join a private company when I can give some time for preparing a government job and get a good career growth in government sector. So I have decided to give a government job, and from that I have little bit researched on this topic, and I decided to give SSC CGL, and I have dedicated by the end of May. I think I have decided to give SSC CGL, and by June and my June and August were dedicated to this exam preparation, and in September, my 15 September, third shift was my exam, and as I was looking on previous papers in the month of May, it was conducted by TCS, so it was like a different pattern. As I was a little bit adapting to it, the announcement came that the vendor has changed and the adequacy is now uh, the current vendor. So I adapted to it as well. So like in mocks, I was getting 110 plus 120, around 120, and that exam was totally different than the mocks. So while exam, it was the reasoning was almost easy, and I left one question, and it was regarded to some English terms. So I have left that question, and after that, first I looked English paper, but it was very tough. Like some words I have never heard in my life. Some like none of the four options were heard by me. So I left some of them, and I have a little bit idea on some of the questions. So I gave English first. I solved English questions first, and then I moved to GK. GK was also very tough as I prepared only some static GK like history and some polity part, and like GK was my GK is not that good, and then I moved to reasoning. As I said, reasoning is very easy. Then I moved to math. But I in the exam I was in the very hurry manner because I was I shouldn't be regretting after the exam that I was very aware of the time, like I shouldn't waste my time because before that 2 3 days before exam I was practicing only maths because of all the time I had only given mocks and solving I know my English was good, and reasoning part we can't prepare uh, extra dedicated reasoning. So I left that only on mocks, and English also I dedicated. I solved some previous papers and learned some words like those are coming, and grammar also I learned from the textbook mocks only, like what I was doing wrong and all, and I learned the rules of grammar and all from the textbook mocks only, and next part, as it comes to math, I I was good in maths. I was able to solve questions, but I was not able to solve within time. So that was the thing. So before exam, I was giving math mocks, but I was getting very low scores in previous year papers. But the in textbook, it was showing that it is a little bit better than the average score. So I was getting 20 marks, 22 marks in the textbook, and in some papers I was getting above 30. In some papers, in one or two papers, I guess, or more than one or two, I don't know. I was getting some 40 marks as I followed some YouTubers also. So when I compared my marks to them, my marks were good, but in only math, they were getting above my marks 10 or 10 marks better, 20 marks better. So my math game was very poor. So in exam, before exam, I was very aware that I had to give 2 3 rotations. Like in first go I have to look for the easy questions and I will solve. Then in second go, I don't want to stuck in one question as I do in every like many mocks. And I want to leave that habit of stucking on only one question and giving it 4 5 minutes, and that was not like efficient method, I will say. So after in the exam, I was going one go, two go, three go, like in rotations. I was doing math. So after the exam, I was little bit satisfied that I had done nearly 20 questions, and 5 questions were like I had also left time, but still I couldn't do that question because it was little bit out of my practice area. I hadn't done those type of questions. And after the exam also, when I saw reviews of people and they said that 15 September third shift was one of the toughest and all. So I was a little bit like happy, and also happy that maybe I will clear the cutoff. But after the exam, after getting the response sheet, I see that in math also I have done blunders, like four of them were very silly mistakes. Like in question, in one question I saw that it was asking the slope of the line, like I thought it was the slope of the line, and I have got my answer some x, and I chose that option. But now I see in the response sheet that it is saying that the line perpendicular to the line given. So we have to do like x into y equals to -1. I have chosen x, but the answer is y. So this is a blunder. And second blunder was like it is some time and distance question. And time and distance was the chapter I have done very recent to the exam date. So and the question was like x and y are there, and if no no like one guy travels at x speed and he reaches 15 minutes late, and if he travels at y speed he reaches 5 minutes early. This type of question, and this is very like I have done this type of questions, but still I got that answer incorrect. I don't know why. And the third blunder was like the third blunder was like in 1 hour 45 minutes he travels with x speed, and he got 50. If he got 15 minutes late, like if he travels 2 in 2 hours, what would be the decrease in average speed? So this is very basic question. I have done this part also very incorrect. This is basic math questions, and this is my third blunder. And if my fourth blunder is like I have chosen a wrong question. Like this, I wouldn't say a big blunder because I would also say that yeah, some mistakes may happen. One or two questions, it's fine. Like I have chosen a hard question and decided to like estimate some rough answer, and I have ticked the wrong answer. Okay, it's not a big regret, but another question was there. It was related to work and time, and I have solved that question. Like after seeing the response it while I was solving, I was able to solve within 30 to 40 seconds. So I should have chosen that question. Also leave this. So I am losing my 7.5 marks. Leave that question. I will not count that. And in English, there was a question like we have to rearrange the sentence. What would be the first line? So it was obvious every other line had it or something saying about the topic, but we know that the first line would be the like definition of the topic, or it starts with giving some information about the topic. So the first line is always the main topic line. So it started with research. So it's obvious like the research term is the first part. But I chose the wrong answer. But like I know that after the seeing the question, like every SSC aspirant would know that the term research would be the first lines term, but also I did a blunder there. So my total score comes to 115 if I hadn't done those four blunders. Actually, like one mistake is there. That would be the, I will say it mistake. That is the fifth one, but there are four blunders. If I hadn't committed those, my score would be 125. If I count the mistake, it would be 127.5. So like this was a possibility, and I'm not saying that everybody does mistakes. Yeah, everybody does mistakes, but one or two mistakes. And even in the mocks, I never like did this thing in math, like not able to, I was not able to do a question, or the time was not sufficient. These things would happen, but these silly mistakes, okay, silly mistakes one or two, but four mistakes, four silly mistakes, who do this? And four mistakes I like costed me 10 marks. So when the cutoff releases and they say that I am of OBC category and they say like the cutoff is above 120 or nearly 125, I would regret a lot because this could be a possibility. And in the mocks, I was not doing these mistakes. I was doing mistakes like in some part, in the reasoning part, or in some tricky reasoning questions, or not able to do a series question in reasoning. But these kind of mistakes, like I never committed in math. Like it would be green, or I have not I was the, or it would be gray. I have not answered. It was rarely a red mark, or even if it's red, like I have done a lot of questions and it's red, it would be one or two questions. So this is a very like just I couldn't like I was thinking about this thing for around 2 days after seeing the response sheet. So I have decided to share with you guys, and I am looking for people for people who have given the same shift 15 September third shift. So um, tell me about your experience. So how was the experience? And currently, I don't think I will be qualifying for mains. So uh, I'll do other things, I guess. That's it. Thank you.